Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cornhuskers will put total leather and will get started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Arizona's offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job of creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Dumps it to the back. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they got him wrapped up at the 28. Arizona in a hurry. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts, Reese.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Crosses the 40. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looking to convert. Arizona comes to the line. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Makes a man miss. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up for the point after and the lead. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. On the move. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the 1st quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and
Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Arizona right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. Runs through the tackle.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Got a little space. of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nelson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Now to a little room out of the Wildcat, that time just short of the 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The corners are walked up tight. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Inside the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll try the left side. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to...
There he goes! At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The toss to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Makes the grab, and he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Racing down the left side. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air on 1st down. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man. Picking up a massive game for this offense.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The official says no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for room, it's Thomas. At the 45 on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane.
Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Arizona in a hurry. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. This time it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Arizona. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as his lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rousseau. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Jackson going to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Got enough space. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Jackson will throw. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the first. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give is to Williams. Look out, he's got room. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Wildcats. What momentum. Get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 25 to Tulane. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's loose on the right. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Husker. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Lindsey. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now,
oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Not a chance. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. After this, it'll be a wrap.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved a lot.
He's got it on the right. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but